All right. Excuse me. There we go. We are live. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Incredible greetings. Incredible incredible. Ooh, greetings. So, couple of things. My client, well, some of you guys, if you caught me over on Tiki Talk, my client, when I sent her the pictures of her completed fan, said, "Hey, can a girl get 4 more?" So I'm still in the office because I have to make 4 more fans. And I also have to finish a design for some banners, or what these things are. Oh God, I can't think of the name of them. But I have to do the signs. There we go, not banners, signs. So we're going to manually recreate this because it's not that great of a resolution, which is going to make this a little bit harder. Well, it's not harder, but like the colors are going to look not so great because I'm going to print these with my Roland BN20. And that thing picks up on everything. So all the little halos, it will pick up on it. Like for real, pick up on it. So I have to vectorize this so that it is a clear, high resolution, high quality image. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So allow me to share real quick. How is everyone doing? Oh man, I'm in all caps. Join me live to see how to recreate a multicolor image with tracing. All righty. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, guys. Come on in. As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know who is on, who is watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you are a Silhouette user, as in the program. So you don't have to have a machine in order to use Silhouette Studio. You can use it as a standalone designing software to vectorize. So what we're going to do here is vectorize. An SVG is a scalable vector graphic, which means it is a vector. So when you are essentially tracing something, you're vectorizing, you're turning into a vector image. And that's what I'm going to do with this particular image. I'm going to vectorize it, excuse me, utilizing tracing as well as point editing. So how many of you guys are not proficient in tracing, a little scared of tracing? It intimidates you. How many of you guys are just in general intimidated by Silhouette Studio? Incredible greetings, incredible greetings. I am just learning Silhouette. Incredible greetings. Using Silhouette Studio for designing, Cricut for cutting. Good. How are you? Do you use Canva Pro Enhancer thing to enhance any images ever? I did the other day with an old photo and it did a good job. I have not used it. I'll probably check it out, but no, I've never used it. Hello, Phyllis. How art thou? Welcome in, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So Kay says she's intimidated by them. So if you guys are intimidated by tracing, I wonder how you guys feel about edit points. How are you guys when it comes to edit points? Do you try to steer away from edit points? Hello, incredible greetings. Welcome in. Not good. I've tried it, but I don't understand all the commands. I have a hard time trying to even contour cut certain parts of text. I'm still pretty new, not sure what edit points do or are, I guess, it's like really used for. Edit points is not for me. I try, but can't get it yet. All right. Man, that edit point day, what day is that on? What day is edit points on? I have to go look at the calendar. But yeah, that edit point day, that I mean, I should have a packed house then for everyone that is enrolled in Essentials, the Silhouette Studio. I'm guessing that edit point day is probably going to be a packed house for those who want to master the edit points. Incredible greetings. Oh yeah, around his face. Yep, I know sometimes those limited characters can be a bit much. Thank you guys for double tapping the screen. Make sure that you guys give this video a like, share it out, tag a friend. If you're watching over on TikTok, it helps the algorithm. Even you just hit share and copy link, whether you send to someone or not, but definitely share it with a friend. It definitely helps push the broadcast. So I can get a few of you guys to go ahead and hit share. Let's double tap the screen. So just take your finger and tap, 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 run those likes up. That also helps the algorithm as you come in on all platforms. Drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know. Just try to say hey. Let me know where you are watching from. If you're currently using Silhouette Studio, have you been looking into it? If you were you of the mindset that you had to have a Cameo or portrait machine in order to use Silhouette Studio? I just want to know, who's in the room, what it is that you guys do in the creative space so that I can see if learning Silhouette Studio is something that can help you. My name is Shakia Lavelle Pericles. I am thank you so much, LaShonda. Can you pin that, please? Shakia Lavelle Pericles. I am known as Shakia the Professor. I do a whole lot of researching, a whole lot of testing so that I can bring all the creative things and all of the technical and design things to you guys in a way that's going to be a little bit more digestible and so that you can learn. All right. So I bring you guys everything I've learned over the past 26 years in a wide variety of things. Our company is HSINK365. It is home of the absolute best sublimation paper and ink. Our sublimation paper is like none other. It is game changing. The industry standard was always 400 degrees, 60 seconds. However, we decided to go ahead and challenge the status quo. And with our paper, you get amazing results. It completes the full sublimation process in just 30 seconds at 365 degrees. It's not 30 seconds at 400 degrees because there's a paper that says 30 seconds, but there's 30 seconds at 400 degrees. 30 seconds, 365 degrees, in 30 seconds. No butcher paper required. It's absolutely no bleed out of the bag. So it's going to cut down on the amount of butcher paper you need. And because it has such great subbing and release properties, you don't even have to use premium matte. You can get great colors with just plain paper, bright white, on pretty much every substrate that's out there, right? So definitely check out our site, hsink365.com. If you are someone that does sublimation and you want a really great quality paper, high efficiency, hassle-free, perfect for beginners. We also are the home of Silhouette Anonymous, and that is our online platform, basically our YouTube and Facebook page and group, where I've been teaching you guys how to use Silhouette Studio for the past 10 years. And then we have 365 Creative Academy, which is my online academy where we have paid classes and trainings to help you unlock your creativity. So tonight we are going to do some tracing, some manual tracing, some automatic tracing, and I'm also going to recreate utilizing shapes and edit points for the little figures that are that's on the screen. All right. Did you see my mouse pad? The paper was definitely good. I did see it. I actually popped up right when I went to Facebook, and the post popped up in the group, but I had to stay focused because my client called and said, hey, can I get 4 more? So I had to go and record some content on how to tile and, kind of trim away. And then, yeah, but I'm going to respond back. Silhouette makes me nervous for some reason. I started with Cricut. I've recently gone from vinyl to sub. You definitely want to consider, giving Silhouette a little bit, giving it another try, having some patience with it if you're doing sublimation, because you're not limited in the size that you can print from. Once you design and, set it all up in Silhouette Studio, you can print much larger prints. You can design for banners that are 8 feet wide and long. So you can do a lot with Silhouette Studio. You don't even have to have a machine. You can use it as a standalone graphic designing software. So definitely give it another chance. All right, so we're going to get into this. Danny says, I love using edit points. Hey, Beverly. Oh, let's go right here, Beverly. And then, hey, Keandra, how art thou? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I need to get this done so that I can go and do these fans. All right. I'm going to start with the image, like the character, like, no, it's not characters, but like the little figures that are there. And then I'm going to do like the rest of the tracing. All right. So I ran from Photoshop, so I'll skip to Silhouette. Oh man, I have a lot of students that once they learned Silhouette Studio from me, Photoshop was a lot easier because they understood like designing, they understood terminology, they understood like how to put things together. So then it was just a matter of like learning the terminology and like the tools in Photoshop. But I broke down graphic designing to them to where it was less intimidating once they, really dedicated time to Photoshop. So the way my classes are set up, it'll definitely help you, prepare for the next software. All right, so that said, I'm going to start here, and we're going to start with shapes. Everything is a shape. Everything is a shape. And then I'm going to go in with a rectangle. And we're going to add some edit points on this. So we're going to double click. I'm going to add a point here. I'm going to add a point, let's see, here. I need one for here. That one can come there. Let's add one in the middle. Let's add one here, and that probably will take care of that one. All right. So then I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to drag and select all of those points. I'm going to turn them into curves, double click on smooth, and then go to corner, click off. Then I'm going to double click again. And now we're going to So I'm going to do all the easy parts first, like the kind of straight lines. I'm going to do all of those first. So with edit points, I think what intimidates a lot of people when it comes to edit points is you see all of those edit points on the screen, like after you trace something. And it is like if you're trying to move all of those little points, it can be very, very, very intimidating. Edit points to me are not that bad because I actually learned manually tracing things out in Photoshop utilizing the pen tool. And so it's, it's fairly similar. And when you're using the pen tool, you're not using a lot of points. You kind of use a few of them and drag them around and curve and stuff like that. So you make a manual trace, so you can make a shape by the least number of edit points as possible. And then you just kind of make them curve or move around certain areas. So one of the keys to point editing is to minimize the number of edit points you have. So let's say you go and you're going to see when I do the letters, you go and you trace something, it's going to give you a lot of edit points. You want to go in there sometimes and select a good amount of them and just delete them, and then use whatever's left to move around your screen and modify things so that you're not doing a bunch of small taps and moves and edits. So there we go. There's the recreation of that. And if you're using a laptop, having a oh yes, you must have a mouse. Definitely need to invest in a mouse. She says I ran from Photoshop too. Incredible greetings. Welcome in. Don't forget, as you guys come in, give the video a like, guys. Share it with a friend, tag a friend. Just hit the like button, share it out, or just leave a comment that helps the algorithm, that helps bring more people in. I have a good number of people who are subscribed, but we want to make sure that YouTube actually pushes it out to them. I have quite a few people who are following over on Facebook, but they're not going to push the content if those who are consuming the content aren't saying, hey, this is great information, this is a great live. Facebook and YouTube, this is something you want to push out to those who are subscribed to the professor's platforms. So the more that you guys engage, the more that it helps me. If you enjoy these free trainings and tutorials and Q&As and just kind of showing you different workflows, the only thing that I ask in payment when I'm doing it on here is for you to engage, guys. Ask questions, respond to what you're seeing on the screen. If it's like wow for you, or even if you're just kind of intimidated, it's like, oh, I wish I can do that. All of that engagement really, really helps. And it kind of gives me a better understanding of where you are when it comes to navigating the program, or if I'm doing a demo, like the knowledge base that you have, it definitely helps. It can help you as well. All right. Hey. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. So I'm going to utilize this same one and then just edit it down. And so I'm using this because it's the general shape. I pull things out and like move them around. So now watching you do this seems so simple, but as soon as I try, I feel like it's Japanese. It's because one, you have to know how to maneuver edit points and how that works as far as moving your edit points around. What's the difference between corner, smooth, what are the other ones on here? The difference between curve, make flat, corner, smooth, and things of that nature, and how to add points. Once you know how to do that and you know how to push and pull, it really becomes easy. But it is something that you have to kind of practice. I've got to really learn point editing. The 24th, you believe you are in essentials, so make sure that you clear your calendar. You don't make any plans for the 24th. That is when we are going over edit points. Okay. So now that, like I said, I have the general shape, I'm just going to move them around to fit the size of this particular image. And so I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to select all of these. Oops, went too far. That way I can just move them out. I don't need that point. Edit point class, February 24th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for that. She says, yes, I'm excited. Woohoo. Okay, so now that I have the top and bottom, we're going to just take these two and weld them together. Actually, I am going to, so it's really, really thin. Like it's a really thin space between the head and body. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so now that I have this, I need to create the book bag. So I'm going to do just this part right here first. So I'm just going to click on this one edit point and just delete it. Instead of going in and trying to, draw it out, we just delete that one point. And so that'll make that a half circle. Now for the book bag, I'm going to start with let's start with a rounded rectangle. All right, so we're going to turn the line color off and group this. So we've done that part to make it a high resolution vector image, like vector trace of it. Okay. Why the choice of shapes? Because it just made it like it was kind of like the shape of that book bag was already kind of like a rounded rectangle. So it would have given me some straight points as well as some rounded areas. So it was the easiest to kind of start from. Most times, unless it's something that is straight, like everything has a corner to it, I pretty much start with a circle. A circle will only give you 4 edit points. A rounded rectangle will give you 2, 4, 6, 8 to kind of start with. So depending on what it is, that's kind of how I choose which shape to start with. Now I'm going to manually, like these I'm going to trace, and then I'm going to fix them, but I want to manually do this one. only because I know that even if I do the eye, it technically goes like this. Oh, my bad. So this is what one of the tracing, well, SVG to like JPEG to SVG. This is what one of them gave. And I really could use this one, but I'm going to show you like how I'm going to do it myself. But I'll show you how I can use that one also. So I'm going to basically just start with a rounded rectangle. All right. I'm actually going to just duplicate this one. Oh, wait. First, let's fix this area. Okay. So now I'm just going to come through here. I'm going to subtract it and then double click and then bring in some additional edit points. All right, so that part is done. I'm going to group it together because I don't need that. So I don't want it to kind of mess up. All right. Let's see. I had to step away for a few minutes. I'll have to watch the replay after it's over. No problem. Now I'm going to get rid of my guidelines. And we're going to do a traditional trace. I'm going to adjust to kind of pull away some of that white, those like halo-ish type of area that was in there, like the pixelated areas. And now I'm going to trace. I'm going to trace in sections because this is a lot smaller. I'll probably get a better trace of the word title by tracing it by itself and not worrying about trying to get all of the little areas down here. When changing a PNG to SVG, can it be done with more details than this PNG? I mean, yeah, you're tracing it. You're creating the shapes. You're doing all of it. It's going to take you longer, but yeah, you can recreate anything as long as you're going through and you're creating the shapes. All right, I'm going to duplicate this, make it white, send it to the back, and move this out of the way just so that I can see what's here. I'm going to double click on the words. I'm going to see how you have all these edit points. This is normally what intimidates people with Silhouette Studio and thinking about edit points, because you look at it and you see all of this. You really want to minimize this to the least amount of edit points as possible. So because it traced and it had like a lot of jagged edges, like jagged areas, it's giving me like all of these edit points in here. When you saw with the other one, that really can be made up or can be accomplished with just 3 edit points. So I do start sometimes by hitting simplify. See, now we have less edit points. It smoothed out a lot of the lines, and I just have to go in here and clean up just a few areas of concern. So I'm going to make this flat. And then I'm going to make sure this stays flat by deleting those, and it's just one straight shot. We're going to come in through here, make these flat. Actually, no. I'm going to make them a corner point. I'll make this one flat. Delete that point. So I'm just going in here and cleaning up small areas. Come on now. Let's see. So basically, it's all about knowing how to use those edit points. Professor, make sure you clear your day for the training. I will need 3 hours or so. Okay. Now we're gonna know edit point and tracing is normally the longest days. They definitely were the longest days in the original one. So I expect them to be the longest days in the refresh as well. All right, so I've already done the work on this L. So I'm not going to redo this for the I or even the T. So I'm going to, come on, stop jumping. Why do I keep holding down, what's the name? All right, so this is now done. She says, like I said, and will forever say, you are the GOAT at Silhouette. I will accept that, you know. I'm pretty neat. I'm pretty nifty with, like, you know, just knowing vector designing, because you can do this in, technically do these same techniques or the like the same thing in Illustrator, Corel Draw, Affinity Designer, Inkscape, because they're also vector-based programs. What program is needed in Silhouette, the basic or business, to do what you're doing? This is basic. What I'm doing now, you do not need to have business edition, designer plus, or anything. Everything that I'm doing can be done in the free basic version of Silhouette Studio. Good question. Thank you for that question, Beverly, because a lot of people may not understand that. Like, there's a lot that you can do from the free version. You do not need to pay for the upgrade for a lot of the things that, like, the major things. Having the upgrades can make your life a little bit easier. Of course, with business edition, I have 6 machines. It made my life easier with cutting to multiple machines. You're able to save in different file formats. Having the cone warp, which you technically get in Designer Edition Plus, but being able to have that, my multiple undo, it's little things like that. But Designer Plus Business does not change how tracing works. It doesn't change how crop works. It doesn't make your pictures look better. Nothing like that. Okay, so Team Silhouette all day, every day, and Shaquille Lavelle makes life easier. Now, this one, the reason why I did it kind of like in sections is I found a font that's pretty close to the original and not have to really do too much changing, right? Some of the things that are like key differences would be the T, but all the other, oh, and I have to change out the R, but all the other letters are basically the same. So I'm not going to try to trace this. I found a font that was very close to it, and I'm going to use my T that's here. And I'm going to basically shrink this down to size. And oh, pretty spot on. And I'm just going to use it to match it up with the letters that are here. And then I'm going to have to adjust my R. So I am going to ungroup. I'm going to take this R, pull it up here. Take my transparency down. And I'm going to use my edit points too. Okay, no, I want to do, I'm just going to bring this down. Oh, snap. Hold on one second. My phone was about to shut down on y'all over here. Okay. Now we're going to curve this out. So I'm going to go make it a curve, smooth, put this in place. right, so my R is technically done. So we're going to take everything else, bring that to the front. Put it in place. All right, so now I need to know exactly where this needs to go. So we're going to take this, align it back up. I'm going to beef this up a little bit with a little bit of lime color, which means my T and my R compared to everything else, we're going to change those up a little bit because they're already they're actually already kind of thick. So we're going to ungroup that. I'm going to move this up some. So only like everything else except the T, the R, the T's and the R's, I need to beef up a little bit. So again, I'm going to add some line color. We're going to make that 0.5. Nope, let's make it a full 1. Okay, now it matches the T and the R. Okay, that matches it a little bit better. And group. And there we go. I'm going to delete all of my before, which I don't think it really shows all of the pixelation to you guys on TikTok, but maybe you can see it there. So that's before. There's actually a lot of halo, like in pixelation right here, which would pick up when you print. And you can probably see it like right there. So that's the before and the after. Before, after, before, after. Oh, you can see it when I was doing that point editing on that one. Oh, okay. And through me kind of like talking through this, I mean, I'm at 58 minutes. I also did like sharing during this time. I did my welcome during this time. So this right here, like me just kind of doing this like as is and just kind of going, this is something that will probably take me like 20 minutes to do. So now, what did she say? Let me see. I think 12 by, no. Oh, shoot. $24 by $12. I think it's supposed to be an arrow. Hold on, let me verify real quick. Oh, okay, Resource Center. All right. Okay, no, I have words to add to this. So all right, I don't know if I actually want it to be this font. So we're going to explore some other options. Let's see. And I'll randomly click just so that if something happens and it closes out, I don't have to scroll all the way back. So even though it's not the font that I want to use, I will still click so that I don't have to go back so far. I kind of like a just standard font. And then we're going to pull an arrow, delete. Now, this is something that you do need to have Designer Edition or above for. Well, actually, you need for this, for the flexi shape, you have to have Designer Edition Plus or Business Edition. I think, yeah, flexi shapes aren't in the regular Designer Edition, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. File, view in Designer Edition. Yeah, you don't get flexi shapes in Designer Edition. It's Designer Edition Plus or Business Edition. Okay, wait, why are you still showing? Huh? Okay, these are driving me nuts. So let's ungroup this and let's see if I can't. It's actually kind of bugging me. So It needs to be just a little bit smaller because it is really bugging my soul. Yeah, they were just a tad bit too wide. Wait a minute now. Yeah, I don't know if I like Okay, that works for me. Okay, that one. Oh wait, I don't know if she wanted. Okay, I'm gonna go to. She sent me the thing, but I wasn't sure if she wanted the school's mascot on this because she sent it to me, but I'm not quite sure. If I'm being totally honest, if she wanted the school logo or, yeah, if they wanted that on here. That's the only part I'm not quite sure of. Because then I would have to definitely resize this if I'm going to add this in here, or I can make it the O. I think we'll just be a little different and make it the O. Yeah. And then that way we'll make the resource center the school color. Yay, I like that. Or do I want to make it the yellow in here? I like that. Maybe I'll make these the green. All right, that one's done. And then I have to do one more. That is, what does it say? I think it's nurse or clinic. Hold on. Okay, yeah, clinic. And this one is just a freestyle. So I just need the same size sign. I need the logo. I need the arrow. Let me make sure that's all that was needed. Okay. We're going to shrink the letters on this. All right, there we go. So now we're going to group, and I'm going to set these up to be copy printed on my Roland. We're going to go none 18.5 by 24. No, 25. All right. So I don't want to lose this space on my print. I'm going to put some of our decals here. So let me go find that. Actually, you know what I can do? Let's give them some of their own decals. Ungroup. Give them a little 3-inch couple 3-inch decals. And they can use them for whatever they want. Actually, I want to take away one set. That way I can cut these evenly. There we go. All right, so file, save as, save to hard drive. Scott Lake Clinic sign. Oh, wait. Cancel. Tuh. I did not put cut lines on this at all. I think I did the wrong one. Files, save as, save to hard drive. Scott Lake clinic sign. Portable document. Here. Okay. That's okay. I forgot to do something on that one, but I'm not worried about it. I forgot to turn the line color off. But I'll just, luckily how that's set up, I'll just cut it away. File, save as, save to hard drive. Scott Lake Title 1 sign. Now I open up Illustrator to set my cut contour lines. It is, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I'm zoned out. It is some signs that they're going to hang up in their school, in the office. They already have some there. I'm just redoing them. It's going to cut the wrong line. Who cares? Or whatever. I'm not saying who cares, but I'll just trim it away. Oh, wait, no. Oh, well. I was going to put, I meant to put a white line around the Scott Lake one. Oh, well, it's going to stay like that. I'm not going to go back in and then just save. I actually meant to put, I'll go back to one and I'll delete it. And I actually meant to put a small offset. Okay, so I forgot. So you saw on the other one, I was able to just click one and then it selected all of it. So on this one, I forgot to make them a compound path. So what I have to do so that I don't have to hold down shift and click on each of these, I'll click on one color, select same fill color. It's going to select them all. Boom, flip it. And save. There we go. Now I can take them over to Roland and VersaWorks and print and cut them. Do you have to keep bringing your Do you have to keep bringing your Roland swatches I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, it wasn't open. So this is my first time opening up Illustrator. So it's just here. So I just go to the library and you know, it's just here, like having it like a color swatch. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Do I have to keep like setting them? No. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure what your question is with that one. Do you have to keep bringing your rolling swatches like into Illustrator? No, I mean, mine is just saved as a library. You have to keep, so it means you didn't save yours. You didn't save it as a library then. And I also didn't use I didn't use the one like that says like I guess it says cut contour, like I guess it's one that came with like VersaWorks, or like it's like a rolling if you brought in a library or something like that. I didn't. I actually went in, selected that's why mine is blue and not magenta. I set the spot color to what I wanted it to be. I titled it cut contour and it's saved to a library. Well, I would have to do a separate. Well, actually, I have a video on that, on how to do your cut contour lines and save it. So it's on Honestly Speaking's YouTube channel. Yeah, you just go to, and once you kind of have everything set up. Now, if you're using theirs, I can't tell you, because I know I see some people, they'll have the ones from Roland, because their cut contour line, I think, is like magenta. I don't know what their pref cut line is. I know mine, I think, is purple. But I set my own, and I did do a video on that. But I'm about to, but yeah, you should still be able to save that as a library. Look up YouTube videos on saving, it's like either saving custom library to Illustrator or saving color swatch library. Look and see if you can find a video on that, because you should still be able to save Roland's, like the one that they gave you. But I made mine, so that's kind of how mine is. But I'm actually about to go back live over on TikTok. My client, if you were on TikTok earlier, my client actually ordered 4 more signs, and I'm going to do them again. So, because maybe we'll get some different people that didn't see me make not the signs, the fans, see me make those. So I'm actually about to go live again over on TikTok. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.